We're visiting with Brian Jones here on the Tim Brando Show. All right, as a player, I'm going to put you in either an Alabama or A&M position. You know from your first performance of your Alabama was suspect, especially offensively. Your offensive line did not perform as well as you might have hoped. Now you've got, in that week that's supposed to be the greatest week of improvement, according to all coaches. I mean, that's the coach speak we've heard for a lifetime. From week 1 to week 2 is when you see the greatest improvement. You're not playing. All you're getting is Saban and Saban speak all week long, and he's probably the best at it in terms of dealing with the modern-day internet athlete. We know that. But you're not playing. Whereas A&M's going to play a great FCS team. 2-time finalists in the Division I AA FCS championship, Sam Houston State, that's returning a lot of talent. Would you rather be a player for A&M with a week to improve from week 1 to week 2, or Alabama sitting on the sidelines not playing with an open date in week 2?
I would rather be the former A&M with a game, live action, but that being for a couple of reasons. One, well, I should say one major reason. One, I'm sure Nick Saban's practice during the off week are probably as physical or more physical than a game. And so I would hate to be in practice in week 2 after not such a stellar performance, especially by the offense. I'd hate to be involved in a Nick Saban's practice because I'm sure he's going to be coaching the hell out of those guys. And defensively, they were fine. Special teams, of course, great with Christian Jones. But offensively, they went up against a pretty good defense. Let's give Bud Foster a lot of credit. Even though he had some injured guys, he has a ton of people coming back from last year. That looked like a Bud Foster defense that we've been accustomed to seeing over the past decade. So give kudos to them. But Nick Saban will coach them up, and there's a lot to be said about that improvement from week 1 to week 2. You really would rather have a W and you can correct all those mistakes with a smile on your face than dealing with that with an L. So I think I agree with that improvement. But seeing that live action, there's no substitute for that. But when you've got 3, 4, and 5 stars and future NFL guys on that, your scrub, your scout team, you're getting some pretty good competition when you're at Alabama on the practice field.